Radical.
I believe my last upload talking about anything gaming related was the fact that Xbox is officially 100% dead now, and Halo is going over to PlayStation. Well, now it's a funny situation to where, if you remember, back in the days of the 360 and the PlayStation 3, Sony copied something that was pretty successful for Microsoft, and that was achievements. But they call it something different. Could be a situation where they're going to be copying something that actually is working for Xbox in the Xbox Play Anywhere. Meaning, if you buy a game on PC or you buy it on Xbox, I've never actually used this feature, by the way. Just admittedly, I've never used it. But a lot of people love the fact that you buy a game on PC or Xbox and you can play it on both devices. They love that convenience right there. But also takes away any console exclusivity for your video games. Well, PlayStation 5 is not dead. It is not dead. It's fully alive, selling very well. No one's saying that the PlayStation 5 is dead. But if this is actually true, which I'm going to get into, maybe a lot of those same people that had the energy for talking about Xbox, which me admittedly, because I stated the Xbox was dead, might be having to look and see if Sony might be falling into the grave also. But anyways, there's a lot that could be going on here. But there's a icon that was revealed. There's a person named Bilbil Kun. Bilbil Kun, I believe. I'm not sure exactly how you say that. Bill/Kun. It's not a real name, so I don't feel bad if I butchered that. This person managed to get into the CSS files for the PlayStation Store website, and he discovered a reference to cross-buy, and this was added in June 2025. And I should put the logo, actually, if it's not right here in the background, it should be part of my thumbnail. And simply it has this cross-buy icon, and right beside of it has PlayStation 5/PC. Well, you already know there's a lot of PlayStation games that are actually on PC. They come to PC, except in the case of Helldivers, they come to PC after the console release. But Xbox Play Anywhere, in their instance, means you buy a game, you can play it on PC or you can play it on your console, Xbox Play Anywhere. Now this might be PlayStation 5 actually trying to copy Xbox in doing a cross-buy. What does that mean? The next big Sony exclusive comes out, and guess what? Cross-buy. You can get it on PC if you have a PC, or and you have it on PlayStation 5. Somewhat of a bit of interest here is they could be coming up with an idea to have their own dedicated PlayStation game launcher on PC. Now, why would they do this? Why would they consider doing that and have their own launcher on PC? Well, since the news has dropped, there's the other Xbox news I really didn't get into. Since the news basically has dropped, the reveal that the next Xbox will be a premium device, and that means it's going to be probably over $1,000. It's basically going to be kind of like the ROG Ally X, a computer with an Xbox logo on top of it, basically. It's basically what the next Xbox, from all signs point to, even from the people themselves at Microsoft, it's going to be a PC. So many people were coming out saying like, well, damn, you can play PlayStation games on the next Xbox? Technically, because there's a launcher that you can get into and fire up, your games like Spider-Man or, stuff of that nature. All the exclusive console games that are on PC. So it's a weird way of saying, oh, my next Xbox I'm going to get, I can now play PlayStation games, PlayStation 5 games. But it's not exactly like that, because people would say, well, it's the games they allow to come to PC. It's not day and date. It's not the exclusive games that they drop day one. meaning you're still going to have to wait, and there's still a reason to get a PlayStation 5. But if Xbox is dead, and there's no reason to get an Xbox console, if number one, all the games are coming to PC, and number two, they're pretty much going to be going to the PlayStation 5, then I'm not saying it's dead, but can there be an argument if Sony actually goes through with this and they actually do the cross-buy for all of their first-party games? Well, couldn't there be an argument that PlayStation's dead too? Think about it. If you get the next Xbox, which is basically going to be like a mini PC of sorts, you can fire up your PlayStation launcher, and then you can go ahead and buy whatever PlayStation games you want on the next branded Xbox. That's what cross-buy is. It's basically play anywhere. Now, cross-buy, actually, there's a history of cross-buy with PlayStation, meaning there was cross-buy between the Vita and the PlayStation 3, where if you bought one, you basically play it on both. I never had a Vita, but that was a really cool option right there. Some people are thinking, well, that's not what this is. Don't just think you can get the next Xbox and have the PlayStation launcher and play whatever PlayStation games you want to. They think it might be pointing to a rumored PlayStation handheld that's coming at some point. Not a portal, but a dedicated handheld. And that's the reason that there's the cross-buy option. So, I don't know about that, because there's no record of any rumors I've seen of any PlayStation handheld. This little icon, this cross-buy icon with PlayStation 5/PC could be a huge change. It could be a huge shift in Sony's focus from console exclusives away from console exclusives. And it could be positioning themselves to have something like Xbox with the Play Anywhere. A lot of signs point to Sony is going further down that road that they've already started, meaning releasing their exclusive games on PC. So if Sony actually gets a situation like Xbox, where all of their games are going to PC, and the next Xbox is reportedly going to be basically a PC, then can't you make an argument that both Xbox and PlayStation are both dead? Because if you could play anything anywhere, then you have a situation to where it's, PlayStation anywhere. Like Xbox has their marketing. Xbox Anywhere. Everything's an Xbox. Well, what if everything's also going to be a PlayStation? Then what happens? Then you basically just have, Nintendo out here being the only last major person in gaming releasing console exclusives.